I don't normally make videos regarding news stories for the most part, sometimes, but, I mean, I'm around the news all the time. But this one, for me, I really felt the need to make a video about it. I got a lot of things to say about it. For one, I work with the West Coast affiliates at my job, so any story about something going on in that region, I feel connected to. What freaks me out is that I left work at 1 a.m. after saying this has been a very slow news week. And then this shooting happened at 2:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is about 12:30 Mountain time. Guess it's not a slow news week anymore. And just the pure horror and the just tragicness of people going into a theater, going in to see a movie, and 70 injured, 12 dead, kids injured, just to go to see a movie. That's sick. That is so sick. It's heartbreaking. It's heart-wrenching. It's a very extremely sad story. I think that goes without saying. What I want to talk about is the backlash that you see so soon after something like this happens. It goes in so many different directions, and because of the internet, everybody gets their little piece in. And it ranges from, oh, okay, to what the hell. First off, you have the troll people that come right in. And they start cracking jokes about the situation, you know. I understand that humor's different to everybody, but, you know, you say things like, whoa, that movie must have been killer. I mean, I don't find that funny. I think that's stupid. I don't condone it. It's a douchebag move, but what the hell can I do to stop it? I'm not going to stop them from saying it. I'm not going to, you know, keyboard warrior them to death and say, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. You should have respect. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell? Like, what am I going to change by saying that? That's why I don't understand these keyboard warrior militants who get so mad at the trolls, you know. What are you going to do? You're not going to stop them from doing it. They're going to be douchebags, and you just let them be douchebags. Who gives a rat's ass? Secondly, I mean, this all stems from, like, YouTube comments. Secondly, you got the foreign people, I guess, saying, oh, look how fucked up America is. Yeah, America's pretty fucked up, okay? I love this country, but there's some fucked upness going on. But that's going on everywhere in the world. Let's not beat around the bush. The world's fucked up. There's fucked up people in the world everywhere. I don't understand how you can say this is solely an American issue. This is solely an issue with gun control only. No. Something like this would have happened regardless because some guy, for whatever reason, wanted to prove himself, wanted to be a badass or something, and had no regard for his life, for the lives of others, and just took them all out. For what reason? We'll never know until the douchebag opens his mouth hole and says, this is why I did it, if he does. But saying that it's solely America being fucked up again, no, you can't do that. You cannot say things like that. I don't think you can say things like that because it's not because he's American, he shot everybody. I'm American. I'm not going out to go buy a gun and shoot people. No. I don't like guns. No. Don't put me in the same room as a gun. I don't like it. But it's not a case of America being fucked up. It's a case of a fucked up person doing something fucked up. Either people say these things to get a rise out of people, or they're saying them because they actually believe it. I don't know. Either way, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with saying things like that. I don't agree with generalizing like that. Remember Anders Breivik? Remember him? That crazy guy who went on an island, posed as a policeman, and just shot 70 people, were killed? He wasn't American. He was fucked up. That's the only thing they got in common. They're fucked up. When something like this happens, Suddenly everybody has the answers on how we could have prevented this. What we should do to prevent this from future happenings, from happening in the future. Let me hear your ideas. Oh, get rid of all the guns in the world? All right, go ahead. Give everybody in America a gun? Okay, go ahead. There's not a one-size-fits-all answer for something like this. It's a tragedy. Unfortunately, tragedies happen every day. On what magnitude, on what scale, they're all different. It's a tragedy what's going on in Syria right now. And people bring that up too. They're like, oh, well, okay, it's an American issue, but what about in Syria? What's happening in Syria is fucked up as well. We all know this. This is a guy, Assad, who is just like, you don't like what I'm doing? Well, I'm just gonna fucking come in with artillery rifles and nuke you and just shoot the shit out of towns because I can. That's fucked up. We all know that. But what can I, as a person over here, what can I do about that? I can stay educated about it, but that's pretty much it. They're not going to let me go in on a chopper and, like, chop her down and then parachute down. Then I'm going to kick the door to Assad's regime down and then just start, like, Ramboing. They're not going to let me do that. They're not going to let anybody do that. They can't do that. You can't stay ignorant to the fact that there's fucked up things happening all over the world. Like, it just... Can't do that. People just come in with conspiracy theories. Everything that goes on. I mean, what bothers me the most, especially because I work in news, what bothers me the most is that it never becomes about the victims. You know, it never becomes about them. It becomes about everything else that factors in, you know. Everybody forgets that 12 people are dead because they wanted to go see a movie. That's it. It renders you speechless. People are dead in Syria because they don't like how the government is treating them by shooting them every day. That's the core of it. But no, everybody's got to say their little piece. Everybody's got to throw in everything. Everybody's got to say we need gun control. We need armed guards at every movie theater. You're not going to solve the problems of these things not happening. Things are going to happen no matter what you do. I mean, just yesterday I had to write a story about a 21-year-old woman who was getting ready to give birth in 2 weeks, and what's her boyfriend do? He duct tapes her mouth, handcuffs her, kills her, sets her on fire. I don't have the answers. I don't have an answer of what to do, and I'm not trying to say how you should feel about it, and I'm not saying, like, don't talk about it, you know. I don't know. I don't even know what the best thing to do in a scenario like this. Keep updated. Know what was going on. Understand that there's just people gone for just a senseless reason. At the end of the day, it's just sad. I would just keep the victims in your thoughts. But, unfortunately, it's not the end. There's always going to be something crazy going on. I guess you just don't want to stay ignorant to the fact that the world is not a very nice place sometimes. It really isn't. I don't even want to read about it. And here I am saying, like, oh, be aware of it, you know, but it's so messed up. It's just messed up. All right, I'm gonna go. Good night, bitches.